All right. We will continue. Let us continue. I'm just setting up my camcorder. I operate beyond the Most High Yahweh. Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 21. Isaiah, actually let's go to Psalm 80 and 5. Psalm 80 and 5. Psalm chapter 80 verses 5. Let's go to it. This is the book of Psalm chapter 8. Chapter 80 and verses 5. Thou feedest them with the bread of tears, right? That's what we go through every day, so-called blacks, Latino, and Native Indian. Thou feedest them with the bread of tears, and givest them tears to drink in great measure. Why? Because of weakness, man. Because of rebellion. Because of iniquity, sin. We don't want to repent. We don't want to love the Most High. We don't want to keep the commandment. That's why we're going through affliction. We ain't going through affliction because, as a nation, because we're doing righteousness. No. Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 21. Let's read it. And thine ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, this is the way, what ye need, when ye turn to the right hand, and when ye turn to the left. And that's what we're doing, man. We're letting you know that's the Most High. Amos chapter 5. Let's go to Amos chapter 5. Actually, let's go to Isaiah 35 and 8 through 9. Isaiah 35, 8 through 9. Señor, ¿tiene un minuto para la palabra de Dios?
Yeah.
Hermano, mira, si Cristo regresa mañana o ahorita, ¿usted será salvo?
You too?
Hey, bro, I know, man. I know. I will be saved. I'm working on it every day.
Yeah.
Every day. That's why I'm here, bro. That's why I'm here, bro.
Good. Good for you.
What about you, bro? You don't want to be saved, bro?
Are you ready?
You ready?
Yeah.
Hey, listen. So why you don't come and teach the Bible with me, bro? Why you don't come and help me here to teach the Bible?
Are you ready?
Hey, that's why I'm here. You see me right here?
Listen, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
How come you're not teaching the Bible? How come you are not teaching la palabra? Why? Why you don't teach the Bible, bro? Jesus said we got to be ready all the time, right?
Yeah. I'm with you. Where are you going to?
My country?
Yeah.
Jerusalem.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I'm from Jerusalem, bro.
Honduras.
You from Honduras?
Yeah.
No, you are not from Honduras. You know why you're from Jerusalem too? You from Jerusalem, bro. You know, originally, your great-grandparents, they didn't come from Honduras. They came from Jerusalem. Have you heard of that before?
Honduras.
Sí, pero mira, el pueblo de Honduras originalmente viene de Jerusalén. ¿Usted cree o no?
Yeah.
No. Mira, el pueblo, los llamados latinos, morenos y nativos indios, son las 12 tribus de Israel. Los llamados latinos, morenos y nativos indios. Hondureños, mexicanos, guatemaltecos, sí, son los israelitas. Basado en la Biblia. No es mi palabra, basado en la Biblia. So, el Señor no llama a usted hondureño, no. ¿Sabe cómo el Señor llama a usted? Israelita. Usted es israelita, hermano. Usted es israelita.
¿Cuál es su propósito?
Ya no tiene, mira, el propósito de Dios. Escucho, ya voy a leer rapidito. Propósito de Dios. Escucho lo que dice Dios. Escucho lo que dice Dios. Propósito de Dios. Ese es el libro de Juan.
No. Su propósito.
Yo, ya no tiene propósito. Ese es el propósito que yo tiene escucho. Ese es el libro de Juan.
No.
Juan 14, versículo 15. Escucha lo que dice. Juan 14, versículo 15. Si ustedes me aman, guardarán mi mandamiento. Y yo rogaré al Padre y les dará otro protector que permanecerá siempre con ustedes. Right? Ese es el propósito. Ya no sabe nada, hermano. Ya no tiene propósito. Mi propósito no, mira, no sirve. Solamente Dios. Solamente Dios. Solamente Dios. The brother come out here. The brother say, oh, well, you're going to be saved? I say, yes. I believe. I'm working on it. I say, yes, I'm working it. He that endure until the end. We got to endure till the end. The brother say he's ready. I said, you ready? How come you are not teaching the Bible? How come you don't come out here and help me out? The brother can answer. He asked me again, are you ready? I said, that's what I'm here for. We're watching day and night, man. We try and stay in the spirit every day, every minute. Every day, every minute. We be working on it. We be striving. We got to go all the way down to the end, man. Then you're going to be saved. Then you shall be saved. Then you're going to be saved. That's what the scripture says. Let's go right here. This is the book of Isaiah. This is the book of Isaiah here. Chapter 35 and verses 8. And a highway shall be there, and a way it shall be called the way of holiness. That's what we want, man. We want the way of holiness. The way of holiness. What is the way of holiness? You keep the commandment. You do righteousness. You pray. You fast. You help the brother. You do the work of the Most High. Don't be sitting in the truth. Don't sit on the truth. Because a lot of people that wake up, they hear about the work of the Most High, but they don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. Don't sit on the work of the Most High. Get up. If you cannot go on the highway, on the byway, hey, brother, hey, you can use the platform, all the platform right now. You can use the platform until the Most High take it away. Use the platform, right? You want to use Facebook. You want to use YouTube. Whatsoever, hey, listen, do something. Talk to one brother here. Talk to two brothers. Talk to maybe a sister. Do something. Don't just be sitting, brother. Don't do that. We got to be ready at all times. We got to be ready at all times. Not just one day. We got to be ready at all times. We got to be ready at all times. We got to be ready. All right? That's what the scripture says. Because you don't know the time. You don't know when you're going to wake up or whether you're going to die. You don't know. You don't know whether you're going to wake up or whether you're going to die. You don't know. You don't know when you're going to wake up. You don't know. You don't know. So you got to keep in mind that every day, you got to exercise wrong. You got to practice. Some of you go to the gym every day. You go to the gym to work out. You going to the gym, understand that. Make sure you're going to the gym with the Bible. Go to the gym with the Bible. You got to make sure you're going to the gym with the Bible. You got to make sure this got to be your gym. It got to be your gym. Understand that. It got to be your gym. All right? It got to be your gym. Not just lifting weight and you running, you think that, yeah, you good, you exercising. Listen, you got to make sure that your gym is the Bible. The law of the commandment of the Most High, man. Why don't you exercise your spirit? Exercise your spirit. Get centered in the spirit. Don't be centered in the flesh. And guess what? When evil comes, guess what? You run away from the Most High. Or you run away from the truth. Or you run away from the brother. You run away from the Most High. You run away from the brother. No, don't do that, man. He said, the way of holiness. The unclean shall not pass over it. Understand that? The unclean. The unclean. What does it mean, unclean? He's talking about the filthy, the wicked, the unbeliever of our own people, man. That's what the scripture is saying. The unbeliever. The rebellious. The stiff-necked. And the list goes on and on and on. Of our people, hey, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. He said, the unclean shall not pass over it, but it shall be for those. It shall be for those. So understand that. So don't be thinking that John 3:16, yeah, you're going to be saved. John 3:16, no, man. There won't be no unholy thing in the land. Understand that. No unholy things. Understand that. No, man. The Most High said no. No unholy thing like unclean is not going to the kingdom. It's not. It's not, brother and sister. It's not going. It's plain and simple. You can read on your own. It's not my word. It's the word of the Most High. I can show it to you. You go to Isaiah 35. Go to Isaiah 35 and you read verses 8 through 9. You read, it says, the unclean shall not pass over it, but it shall be for those. It shall be for those, the wayfaring man. You see, the fools shall not err therein. Not err therein. So you see, hey, plain and simple, man. It's plain and simple. Very simple. I did not write the Bible, did I? I did not. I'm just reading. You see, this is the word of the Most High. What did he say? He said, the wayfaring man, though fools shall not err therein, no lion shall be there, nor any ravenous beast shall go up thereon. It shall not be found there, but the redeemed shall walk there. Amen, hallelujah, amen, hallelujah. The redeemed. Very simple, brother. Very simple, sister. Love the Most High. Repent. Do the best that you can. Keep the commandment. Right? Keep the commandment of the Most High. That's all you gotta do, man. Keep the commandment. Just keep the commandment. If you don't know the commandment, you call out the sister. You call out the brother. Call out the righteous brother. So the brother or the sister, they'll be able to lead you righteously. Right? Keep the commandment. Love the Most High. That's all you got to do. Love the Most High. We're working for the kingdom. We're working on our salvation every day, day and night. We got to be ready every day. You got to be ready. The brother and the sister got to be ready. It's going right here. Rebellious children, the Most High is not with it. Rebellious children, the Most High is not with it. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, and verses 1. Woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord, said the Most High. Woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me. You see our people? They don't want to go to the Most High, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh. No. They don't want to go to the Most High. No. They take counsel from who? Joe Biden. Joe Biden counsel them. The wicked will counsel them. The liars. The unbelievers. Those are the ones that counsel our people. People don't even accept the Most High. They don't even believe in God. They don't believe in God. Those are the ones our people go to get counseling. Imagine. They don't call the brother. They don't call up the camp. Because you got so many camps. We got so many brethren, so many camps in this day. They don't call up to the camps. Sometimes our people, they see bad hatred toward one another. Though they be in the truth, we cannot operate like that, brother and sister. We cannot operate like that. We got to love one another. We got to love one another. Right? He said, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit. You see? But not of the spirit of the Most High, man. That they may add sin to sin. That they may do what? They may add sin to sin. And that's what people want to do, man. So-called blacks, Latino, and Native Indian. That's what we do, man. We just adding sin to sin. That's what we do every day. We just adding sin to sin. We're sinning every day more and more. More and more. That's what we do. That's what people do. They're good at that. They don't know how to do good. That's what the Most High said. We don't know how to do good. Do we know how to do good? We don't. But we kept on adding sin to sin every day. Every day. That's what we do. Isaiah 29 and 15. Same thing. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 29 and verse 15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide the counsel. That seek deep to hide the counsel. Who? So-called blacks, African American, so-called Nigerian, so-called Ghanaian, Beninese, so-called Mexican, so-called Salvadoreño, and the list goes on and on and on. I cannot list everybody right here. They add sin to sin. Hey, good. He said, woe unto them that seek deep to hide the counsel from the Lord. So they don't go to the Most High. They don't give thanks, glory, honor, power unto the Most High. They don't want to do it. But they'll glory in men. They'll give glory unto men. They'll glorify men and women. Their beasts. They'll glorify the dogs. Man is a fan in the nature, man. He said, and the works are in the dark. You see that? And the works are in the dark. And they say, who see us and who know us, surely, okay, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work said of him that made him, that made it, he made me not? Who made us is the Most High. But people don't believe in the Most High. They don't believe that the Most High made them. They think it's the doctor, the scientist. They think it's the government who formed us, who created man on the earth, who created men and women on the earth. It's the Most High. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. The only power, man. Blessed be the Lord Yahweh forever, never, never. Amen. Hallelujah. Blessed be the Lord. For there is no power like unto the Most High. He made us. He's the one that girded us and delivered us from this darkness, man. Our praise unto the Most High through Yahushua Mashiach. The Most High did it. No man, not the government, not the prime minister, not your father, not your mother. Understand? The Most High did that. Through the blood, through the holy blood of his only beloved and begotten Son, Yahushua HaMashiach. The one who was hanged on the tree. The ones who died because of our iniquities. Because of our transgression. Great is our Yahweh. Great is our power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakan Kodash, man. All praise to the Most High, man. Praise to the Most High. Let's read it. Oh, he said, he made me not, or shall the thing frame, say of him that framed me, he had no understanding. The Most High know everything, man. The Most High, he see everything. He see everything. You can't hide from the Most High, man. You cannot hide from the Most High. The Most High, he see you. The Most High see you. The Most High see you. The Most High, he does all things. Let's go right here. Salakia. Hey, YouTube. We're going to put out there for YouTube, man. YouTube disclaimer. Disclaimer, YouTube, if you have music in the background, YouTube, the music is not our music. Disclaimer, we just want to put out there for YouTube. By copywriting the music that being played in the background is not our music. We do not own the music. It is not our music. Okay, we are not claiming the music, all right? We just want to put out there, man. Copyright things, all right? Let's go right here. Let's go to the Most High. We're going to let the Most High do the teaching. The Most High do the teaching. Let's go to the Most High. We let the Most High do the teaching. Let's go to the Most High. Let's go to the Most High. Let me go to the book of what? Wisdom of Solomon. Let's go to it. Let's go in the book of Wisdom of Solomon. Let's go to it. Hey, how are you, bro?
Good, how you feel?
Go. Hey, all praise to the Most High, bro. Let's go right here. Let's go right here. Let me go to Judith, right? I want to go to Judith first, right? I got to bring this out, right? Because why? Why this evil always happening to us, man? Evil happening to the so-called blacks, Latino, and Native every day. Why? Because they don't want to listen to the Most High. They don't want to listen to the Bible. They don't want to listen to the Bible. Let's read it. This is the book of Judith in your Apocrypha, okay? If you go in your Apocrypha, brother and sister, you can get it. If you go in your Apocrypha, all right? You go in the book of Judith chapter 5 and you read from verse 20, all right? Now therefore, Judith chapter 5 and verse 20. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error, there be any sin, right? If there be any error in these people, who? The so-called blacks, Latino, and Native Indian, and they sin against their Yahweh. So we sin against Yahweh, the Most High. If we sin against the Most High, so-called blacks, Latino, and Native Indian, we sin against the Most High. We sin against Yahweh. Imagine. And we do that, man. We've been doing that for a minute. And they sin against the Most High. All right? Let us consider that this shall be their rule. And let us go up and we shall overcome them. So even these heathen, they don't understand that as long as we're living in the midst of sin, we're breaking the commandment of the Most High. The heathen understand, but our people don't understand. Our people don't comprehend, man. Our people, they do not comprehend. Our people don't even comprehend. You see that? It's very simple. These heathen, man, in the time of who? Holophany, right? They understood that what, as long as we sin against the Most High, it's easy to destroy us. They know. They know that as long as we sin against the Most High, it's easy to come against us. They know. That's the main reason why we tell the brother, repent and keep the commandment. The sister, repent and keep the commandment. Repent and keep the commandments. Let's read it. But if there be no iniquity in the nation, so the heathen understood, he said, listen, if there is no iniquity, if they're keeping the law, the commandment of the Most High, they're doing righteousness, let's see. But if there be no iniquity in the nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest the law defend them, and the God Yahweh be for them, and we become a reproach before all the world. You see that? So the heathen, they don't understand. They know that as long as the so-called blacks, Latino, and Native Indian, as long as we sin against the Most High, it's easy to overcome us. It's easy to oppress us. It's very easy, man. It's very easy. So don't sin against the Most High. Don't do it, brother. Don't do it, sister. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't sin against the Most High. Don't do it, man. This is the rest of the book of Esther. This is the rest of the book of Esther. Right? Let me read you the chapter 10, right? The rest of the chapter 10. The rest of the chapter 10, I'm going to read verses 12 through 13. 12 through 13. So Yahweh remembered his people and justified his inheritance. Therefore those days shall be unto them in the month Adar, the 14th and 15th day of the same month, with an assembly and joy and with gladness before Yahweh, according to the generation forever among his people. Amen, hallelujah, amen, hallelujah. You gotta understand, man. The Most High, when you do righteousness, He remembered you. When you're doing good, the Most High remember you. Now if you do evil, the Most High does not remember you. He will give you over to Satan. He give you over to evil spirit. And demon, they'll take over you. And that's what happened to our people. That's what happened to the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians, man. Let's go right here. Solomon. Let's go right here, Solomon, chapter 5. Let's read it. This is the book of the wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, and verses 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labor. Because a lot of people that see me here, they don't value it. They don't care. When they come out here, they get the food, they get the money, they send the money to Africa, El Salvador, they get a tortilla. They don't care. They get a tortilla, they get a pupusa, they get a carne asada, right? They get a dulce. They don't care. They think I cannot teach them the Bible. They think I don't know anything. This is a Moreno. This is a Negro. He know nothing, man. My pastor know everything. That's why a lot of them believe. That's the spirit that they got on themselves. But guess what? Hey, the Most High set it up like that. It's good that you don't want to listen. It's good that you don't believe in the Most High. Why? Because the Most High will cut you off. It doesn't matter. God will cut you off. Right? Oui. Elibe.
Where are you from?
Benin.
Oh, Benin.
Benin.
Oh.
The Most High will cut you off anyway. A lot of them, they look on us down. They say, what? Look at him. He look dirty. He's teaching the Bible. He ain't got no suit and tie. He ain't got no nice shoes on. They don't believe. They're looking at me. What? This dirty guy right here? Look at him. Dirty jean. He's in flip-flops teaching the Bible. I don't believe that. You see, the Most High wanted to be like that. Christ, Jesus Christ, he did not wear no sneakers. He wear what? Sandals. Jesus Christ, he did not drive a car. He walked and taught the Bible. He walked and taught the Bible from city to city, village to village, highway, byway, on the hedge. That's what Yahweh Shah he did, man. He did not ride the Lamborghini. He did not drive SUV. No, he did not do that. He was a mixed spirit, even though his father created everything. Even though he was witness, he created a lot of things. Most of these things that we see on the earth, they were created by Christ, by Yahweh Shah Mashiach. But guess what? Christ did not have a house. Yahweh Shah Mashiach, he did not have a house. He did not have a house. But today, we complain every day. We complain. Every day we complain. We be complaining every day. So-called blacks, Latino, and Native Indian. They be complaining all day long. Right? Let's read it. He said, when they see, there shall be trouble with terrible fear. There will be, listen, fear is going to take them. Some of them, when they see us in that day, on that day, there will be trouble. We say, wow, this black guy, I didn't even know that. I didn't know he was teaching the Bible. I only believe in my pastor. Hey, it's going to happen to a lot of you out there, man. It's going to happen to a lot of you out there. He said, when they see, there shall be trouble with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation. So when they see the brother being saved, they're going to be like, wow, unbelievable. Really? This guy? Hey, it is what it is, man. The Most High ain't playing no game. The Most High ain't playing no game, man. He said, so far beyond all that they look for, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we have sometime in derision, So we already know you're going to hate us. We be know that. We be told that you're going to hate us for the namesake of Yahushua Mashiach. We already know it, man. We already know that said the Most High, that said the Most High. That said the Most High, and that said the Most High. He said, this was he whom we had sometime in the reason and a proverb of reproach. So they be reproaching us all the time. Yeah, we're going to call the police on you, blah, 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 I'm this, blah, 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 you don't, blah. Hey, it's all good, man. It's all good. All praise be unto the Most High Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahushai, B'Hashem Rakah Kodash, man. Right? He said, we fools. We fools. So on that day, they'll say, you know what? We were fools. I thought I was smart. No, you were a fool, man. You think you're smart? Come on, man. Let's read it. We fools accounted his life madness. Because a lot of you look at me here, you think I'm crazy. A lot of you out there, when you come out here, you think I'm crazy. That's how you look at me. You think I'm crazy. Some of you think that I'm mad. Guess what? I'm mad for the Most High. Yeah? Because we stand for the Most High. We mad for the Most High. We stand for the Most High. That's why you see us sometimes. We got a zeal for the Most High.
You gotta bring the message in Spanish because over here, everybody comes.
Anyway, bro, watch this. I want to tell you something, bro. They don't want to listen, believe me. I teach in Spanish all the time.
Listen. They don't want to listen to
That's
Jesus
the point.
Christ
That's
when
what
they
I'm
come
saying.
here.
You see, that's what I'm, bro. Listen, you get it, bro. You know, I talk to them all the time, bro. They don't want to listen, bro. You see what I'm saying? Hey, you too, bro. That's the thing. Listen, like, it's like I say, they don't value us. All right? I've been teaching these people in Spanish for a while. I've been teaching them in Spanish for a while. Still, they don't want to repent. I've talked to so many of them. Over a year. I've talked to so many of them. They have not repented. They're still doing the same thing, man. They still do the same thing. They know. Like I said, we don't have to worship you. No. If you want to hear of the Most High, you want to be in choir of the Lord, and you come here, then we'll deal with you. I do call you a lot of time. Sometimes the Most High move the spirit. The Most High does not want. I got brother who sits online watching. I'd rather feed this brother. Right? Rather than wasting the time on some rebellious of our people, man. They see me teaching the Bible. They see me. Don't they see me? They see me. Are they blind? They're not blind. Don't they talk? They know how to talk.